I recognize here tonight is Dave Johnson, and for those of us who graduated from Saline, Dave was an inspiring teacher who not only challenged you to learn content, but challenged you, I felt, to become a better person. And so it really was heartwarming to see his name come through as a nominee. And so without further ado, David Johnson, a 35-year teacher in Saline area schools.
I'm just thinking of what introductory technique I should be using, and I'm reverting back to the speech days that I had to teach kids in. And I'm sure there was plenty of you out there that said, oh my gosh, should I use the question? Should I use a quotation? Should I use personal experience? What magic do we come up with on that? But for me, it really is looking out at this audience to a person. I just am overwhelmed with coming back to the connections that I had the opportunity to make here. And talking in conversations, we've all agreed among our distinguished Educator nominees this year and inductees, we all had each other's kids. And who could have asked for more than to have our kids have the experience of each other? And I'm looking at Jennifer and Jeff. They met in Bob Phillips' orchestra. And here they are. And it goes beyond that. And with Mike Smith and my daughter Jennifer with cross country, when we started out, Marlene Weintraub, who I know was one of the driving forces to me getting recommended for this induction. Marlene, when we first started here in Saline, we had every child in the 7th grade. She had them for English, I had them for social studies. When I left Saline 15 years ago, I was teaching 1 out of 4. That's the growth that this community had taken during those years, and I know so many of you out there share that same kind of growth. We started with a Class B school, and to a person, all of you included, we gave these kids Class A experiences long before this became a Class B school. I am so proud to be a part of those beginnings and those initiatives that we started here and are being honored by all of us tonight. And so, in just keeping with that, we again had such a golden age, and these students that we had, you gave us the cream of the crop. I know we set the bar high, but then they went beyond it. And that's the kind of thing I will always cherish, is the win-win situation I felt we always had. Looking at this building, we said too, we never could have envisioned having this kind of structure for us to teach in. And yet, for me, being in the middle school, we always got the hand-me-down school. We started at that building down there on the Union School building, the brick building. And then what was the next building we went to? We got the old high school. That became the middle school. And then, great, a high school. And I actually had the chance to get to the high school for a number of years, so I was blessed by having both the experience at the high school level and the middle school level. And I got to tell you, it was just a wonderful thing to be able to go back to my belongings at the 8th grade. They were my favorite group, and I was fortunate enough to be able to get back and have my own daughter on the team that we had back at the middle school. So my years here in Saline, between the high school and the middle school, I can't thank you all enough for giving me the opportunity to take these students in Saline as far as they could possibly go, and to just sit back and say, this is why I teach. So thank you again for that opportunity, and for this evening, and the chance to be recognized along with my fellow teachers and educators, distinguished as they may be, and the community people who have made a difference for us here. Sandy and so many others. I can't believe I am part of this class. We are just so honored to be here tonight. And so thank you again.